Are you tired of working with small companies that give you little to no money? Well, if you want to sign bigger companies which are gonna give you more money, then watch this damn video. Alright, I just had to pick up the money I threw on the floor, but right now I'm gonna be talking about the most underrated aspect of sales, and this is prospecting. You know, I understand why it's underrated because it's so damn fucking boring to do it. Probably the thing you have done until this point, you have gotten like these huge lists with 100 or even more emails and just send out the same exact script to each one of them. The problem with this is it's not personalized, and when the person on the other end opens it, they're like, well, this is shit. I don't even give a fuck about what you're gonna tell me. So prospecting is a really, really important part. Think of this as preparing before attack in a war. Like, for example, this prospecting would be spying on the country you're gonna invade. This is pretty much what prospecting is. And today I'm gonna go through my system of prospecting to get the most amount of information about your leads. Right, guys, the more intel you have, the better. For example, a while ago, I wanted to sign a real estate agent, but the problem was I didn't know what to write him because I know he gets a lot of messages from, I don't know, like marketing experts, whatever, to work with him, because he's like a pretty big real estate agent in Latvia. One day, actually, I was scrolling through my phone on Facebook, and I saw his post. He was in Sicily climbing mountains, and then I got the click that changed pretty much my way of thinking about prospecting. I remember sitting in that moment right on the spot, and just happiness and overall like this feeling of, I don't know, like leveling up just came over me. It feels weird, but stick with me. I found this small piece of information which was him climbing mountains in Sicily, and I based my email right about that. I wrote the email about us together climbing the mountain of social media to get more clients, more profit, more revenue. This might sound kind of cheesy, but I have to tell you guys, this works, and it stood out from all the emails he gets because he replied in 30 minutes and he was like, yeah bro, let's do a meeting. And I was just shook right on the spot. A pretty big client, which is not like $500 like $1,000 a month. For real estate agents, you can easily charge like $3K a month. Right? And the guy, in 30 minutes, he was down to meet with this one email. I'm not going to show you the exact email because, guys, you have to get creative yourself. But I will show you the exact steps right now I take to prospect my clients, my potential clients and leads, to give them, the best email possible so they respond and even come to a meeting with me. So let's get right into it. Right now, we must take a step back to understand why prospecting is such a key aspect in sales. If you want to send emails that will blow your prospects away in a good way, you must do the research. Let's go back to like 1945, whatever. When you're in war, and if you want to invade a country or whatever you want to do, you must have spies in that country, right? And in this way, you going through their social media, their webpage, whatever, you're a spy. You're gathering information before the attack. And in your case, the attack would be an email or a phone call, whatever suits you best. For me, I like emails better. But prospecting is a key aspect which will allow you to write a professional and personalized email. Remember, personalized. For each company, it should be personalized. Because if you send just out a script, people are going to see that it's a script and they're like, oh fuck it, like, I don't care about it, right? Especially the bigger companies, because if they see that you have put in time into it, they understand that you really care about them, right? And this is super duper important. So step number 1 would be opening up a Google Sheets file, and I don't use Excel because with Google Sheets you can share this with your team real time, which is super important and super productive, right? You don't have to send files to your team anymore. You just click this button right here and you can just share. Right. Okay, but what I do, I usually just create some sections for like, this would be the company name, there would be the owner, the email, the phone number, and then some comments. As well, it should be if I have already sent out an email to the lead and if they have responded, right? So I have these fields in my prospecting list. I'm not going to create a new one, but I'm just giving it to you so you have an idea. The organization part is really important because when you have done all the work that prospecting takes, you want to just have everything sitting in one place. So when you're out there doing calls, sending out emails, you want to have everything in one place so you can do everything quickly. So this is systemization, guys. Okay. Before we dive right into the action, we must prime your brain. Prime your brain for the work we're about to do. See, if you're just prospecting without knowing what you're looking for, you're not gonna do anything, right? So right now we're gonna go over the 3 key aspects you need to be focusing on and you need to ask yourself before you start to prospect a client. I want you to take a piece of paper. I'm gonna have mine in my phone. So take a piece of paper or, go to your whiteboard. Mine's right there. I usually do everything on my whiteboard, but yeah. Write down this. The first question should be, what exact information do I want to get out of this prospecting session? For me, I want to get the company name, obviously, the owner's name, or the marketing manager's name, whoever is the responsible person for the work. Then as well, I want to get their email and their phone number, right? And then some comments on how I can help them. Then, where could I find the information which would make for a personal email? So for this, I usually use, first of all, social media, second of all, LinkedIn, just because if you find the owner's name, you can search up their social profiles and get to know a lot about them. Like I told you with the example with the real estate agent, I was following him on Facebook, and that's when I, understand what he was doing, his passions and stuff like that, which made for a great personalized email. This is just so you start searching something about their private life, like something like their passions, what are they doing outside of business, because let me tell you this, people who are in the business, nobody gives a fuck their business really. This might seem counterintuitive, but everybody's just doing it for their selfish reasons. Like for example, if you want to get a car, so what would you do? You would work, you would build a business, you would build multiple income streams, so you would get a fucking sick ass car, for example. Or if you want to be rich, you build a business. Whatever they're doing in their business, they want to take that into their personal life. So you must be focusing on what matters the most for them, and it would be their personal life. Like for example, if you follow the owner on Facebook and you see that they want a yacht, right? You can base the email around that, like showing where they're at, where they want to be at, and that the road to getting there is, your marketing strategy. It's you, right? From them to getting from here to there, and from him not having the yacht and getting the yacht, the road is right here. It just needs you to build a road and to execute the strategy. This is something I learned from the Sam Owens course. It's a pretty good one. Alright, then the last thing is what you should ask yourself: who is the perfect receiver of the email, and how do I get to them? So this is just, thinking about who's the gatekeeper versus who's the actual decision maker, who has the power, whatever, because this is gonna come in handy later on when we're actually doing the work in the prospecting part. Okay, once you have these 3 questions answered, you're ready to go. So usually, personally, what I do, I start with the place I want to give my service to. So for example, if I want to do them okay, for example, if I want to do Facebook management or Facebook ads, I'm gonna go on Facebook at first, and then for example, and when I'm here, I understand what they need or what they don't need. Because for example, if you think, it would be cool to work with this company, maybe when you check out their Facebook, you understand that they don't need management, because for them, their management is pretty good, and that's really, you can see it right off the bat. So you start with the medium you want to advertise, or you want to work in with them in, you know what I mean? Like for example, if you wanted to create a website with this company, for example, you start with the website, you got their website, you understand the problems at first. Then in the prospecting sheet, which I don't have open right now, you write down in the comments what's wrong, what can you help them with, yada yada yada, stuff you can help them with. Because when you want to create the email, you understand what are you going to help them with exactly, what are their problems, stuff like that. So then from then on, I usually start on Facebook, as I told you. If I wanted to give them chatbot, I see, okay, they don't have a chatbot, so that could be one place I can help them out in. Their management is great. I know they run Facebook ads as well. So for me, if I if I wanted to help them out, I would just contact the supporter or whoever is responsible for marketing, and tell them like, yo, I can help you out with chatbot, yada 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 yada. Obviously more personalized, it's just an example. Then what I do, my next step is finding their, first of all, finding their email, second of all, finding their phone. What I do, I just go to the About Us section, and right here, boom, I get their phone. I don't, oh yeah, then their email as well, like Instagram as well. And by the way, this is a life hack. Always go to this section because sometimes you might see team members in there. And this is important because team members are the guys that are managing the social, like the social world. They're either like a high-end gatekeeper, which is like, oh yeah, this would be good, and I just have to talk to the owner type of guy, or they're actually the owner who's managing their social media, right? Okay, so from then on, I usually go to their other mediums, like for example for them, it's Instagram, and then I go to their website to find more information and stuff like that. In their other mediums, I see that their Instagram is whack. You know, I can help them out with that one, but for this company, Instagram isn't that important, so I understand why it is bad. You know, I'm not gonna actually be checking out that one. Then what I want to do when I'm on their site, I just look around for stuff I can help them with for them. They don't have a Facebook pixel, which is pretty horrible. They do have cookies. Yeah, they do have cookies. And then what I do after, I'm gonna go in the English version for you guys so you understand what I'm talking about. Then I'm gonna go into contact section to see their team. Boom, I see their team, and this is super important because in here I might find I might find the decision maker. For example, for marketing, for sales, whatever. Try to look for owners or high-end managers. If you're just gonna see sales managers right here, like sales managers, they won't do shit, right? They're just there to sell you, right? Okay, but once you're here, or already here, you have found the guys that are managing your social media or are responsible for their social media. Click on their Facebook profiles, find their LinkedIn's, find anything everywhere you want. You can find them, like Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, whatever the fuck, right? Google them as well, because right now you're gonna go to their Facebook page. I'm not gonna be showing that guy for GDPR reasons. Go to their Facebook page and just see what are they up to, see their passion, see what they're doing. Then also add them as friends, because I'm gonna tell you this in different video. I'm gonna talk about this marketing strategy, which I do is selling on Facebook, selling through Facebook. It's pretty good because passively I've gotten like 3 clients off of that one alone, which was pretty much doing nothing in like the first month of doing it. Okay, so once you're there, you just find the stuff that they like and base your email about that. Base your email about them. Like for example, if they like mountain skiing, try to find like, okay, like fuck that. If they like animals, like find the correlation before like animals and getting leads. You know, for animals, you know, fish is food. For a business, you know, a lead is the recipe for food. You know, you just have to get the ingredients and everything, and then once you get a prospect, everything's gonna be good. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. My battery is about to die, so I had to stop right now. So guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and peace out. Oh yeah, by the way, use these tips to get the money.